What's up, guys? Welcome back. So pretty much it's about 7 o'clock in the morning and super foggy outside, as you guys can see, but I'm actually gonna be making my way down to Signal Hill right now. My hood actually came in from Jay's Racing. I ordered it a few months ago because it was basically they're all in back order. It's actually for this car. It's something that I just really wanted to have, an authentic one, and also have my replica one that I am making for my own hoods. But I did really want to rock the original hood on the car, and I'll go ahead and swap it out time to time. But as you guys seen in the last video, pretty much we got the intercooler piping pretty much secured into its location. I am going to be redoing it. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not exactly stoked about it. I did end up welding it back there, but my welds honestly on the cast was honestly a fail. I've never really knew how to weld cast aluminum, and that was an eye-opener right there. So I am going to be chopping it off later on. Hopefully on these next couple of videos I am going to be chopping it off and redoing it, because I do want to make everything just solid and as correctly as possible. But yeah, let's just go ahead and go pick up the hood, and then we're probably gonna get back and honestly restart on these brake lines, because I'm still waiting on the elbow piece for the turbo, so that way we can angle it outwards, and that way I can put the adapter or the merge to a 2.5 inch, because that is a piping that we are going to be running on this car. So let's just go make our way down there, pick up the hood, and then get back so we can get started on the car. What's up, guys? So pretty much we already made my way down to Signal Hill, and I came back already back to my house. I didn't record because honestly there was only one guy there. He was an Asian guy, and I didn't want to make him feel uncomfortable. So we did pick up the hood, as you guys can see. So let me go ahead and pull it down real quick and show you guys the hood and get this hood swapped out. Alright guys, so this is a Jay's Racing, authentic Jay's Racing hood, as you guys can see, and I believe this is the mesh, or this could be something else, but if it is the mesh, then I'm in luck, because that's what I need to put on this car. I do want to put the mesh grill on it. As you guys already know, I did make a replica of this for the same chassis, which is the 9698. So let me go ahead and pull this OEM hood off, and we can get that one to see if it fits, how it looks on the car, because I really want to see what this car is going to look like as it comes together. I was going to purchase the Jay's Racing fenders, but unfortunately they're a little bit out of my price range right now, so I'm not able to purchase them. I am going to be looking for them, maybe some used set, because either way the car is going to be going through a full body work. But let's just go ahead and get this hood onto this car and see what it looks like. Guys, so pretty much as you guys just seen on the last clip, we ended up picking up the hood from Jay's Racing. It's a hood that I ordered about 4 months ago, and it finally arrived yesterday, which I was actually able to pick it up today in the morning, as you guys seen. In that process right now, I thought I was recording as I was installing the hood, and unfortunately I forgot to push record. I actually turned off the camera, not realizing that I did that. But the hood is finally installed. I also fixed the bumper so that you guys can see it as one, and I gotta say, I really love this hood. Yeah, I mean, I know I say that on a lot of the parts, but I really love this style of the hood, because honestly, with what we're building this car for power, to be able to drag race it, on the track here and there, have fun with it on the daily, it just goes with it. Unfortunately, I was gonna try to buy the Jay's Racing fenders, but the Jay's Racing fenders are pretty pricey. You're talking about $600-700 bucks, and what I paid for this hood, it just really didn't make sense for me to pay that much, especially for the fenders. So I will be looking for a set of fenders in the future, or possibly within the future, and that way I can match the hood to the fenders. But we'll see if we find them, and we find them for a good deal, because I really don't want to cough up $700 bucks for a pair of fenders. I might even just make my own, but there's really no guarantee if I'm gonna make my own. I just rather see what I can do, right? But here it is, guys. Here is the Jay's Racing hood installed on the EK sedan. And also, what I thought was in this bag was the the vents, the little grill pieces, actually wasn't grill pieces. It was actually the latching system for this hood. This hood doesn't use the same style as a OEM, where it pretty much just has this here. This actually has the whole bracket to where you gotta basically screw it on and make sure that it's on. So I thought it was gonna be already integrated into the hood, how usually like even the metal one is. And unfortunately, this is not the same. This is totally different. So this does have that piece, which is actually a good thing on their end, because it actually lets you move over the hood, shift it over to where you need to be so that we can get it properly latched. You don't have to worry about it in the future having to really run arrow latches. But it's always going to be in your back of your head to run those, because it is an aftermarket hood. You know, just the speed you're going to be going into could always pop the hood open. And especially with these being riv nuts, just like on my hoods that I make, you know, it's all bolted down with riv nuts. They're never really secured, and they can come off at any time. And that's just being 100% honest, you know, as a production person that makes hoods. And I just want to let you guys know, you know, be safe and run arrow catches unless you're willing to take that chance, which I am going to be doing because I really don't want to destroy this hood. But I'm going to be not running arrow latches on mine. I'm just going to run the factory. And honestly, mine is only going to be more of a daily compared to a track. And if I got to go to track, then on my other hood that I am designing, I will put arrow latches and I'll just remove them here and there. But I got to say still, I love this hood and I think the car is coming along great. Hopefully here within this week or this video, we can get started on the brake lines. What's up, guys? So pretty much, as you guys just seen, we pretty much put the new hood on to the car, the new Jay's Racing hood. I actually found a welding table that I'm actually gonna be heading up the hill to go pick up. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do real quick, I'm not gonna record any of that stuff. I'm just gonna head over there with the family real quick and pretty much pick up that table. I've searched all around here locally for a welding table, for a decent sized welding table. And in honesty, a lot of people have been wanting $500-600 bucks, $700 for these tables because of the 1/4 inch thick or 1/2 inch thick tabletop. And I actually found this one for 150 bucks up the hill. So it's kind of the dimensions that I wanted. I did want a little bit longer, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to be extra picky on it. I just want to be able to be comfortable, have enough room on the welding table to be able to fabricate stuff and actually be able to make some stuff and get to welding finally this whole intercooler stuff. That is my main goal for this whole table. And honestly, not only just that, but for me to be able to help me with this small shop in my garage, you know, as far as being able to fabricate stuff. So join along real quick. I'm gonna head up the hill, come back, and from my knowledge is that table does have some rust on it. So if it's rust that we can sand off, pretty much grind off, I'm gonna do that, record a little bit of that, and then pretty much show you guys the table once it's all done and set into its new location. So we'll catch you guys in a couple of hours and see where we pick up at, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome back. So as you guys see in the last little clip, pretty much I was grinding away on the new welding table. Today's Saturday. I was actually supposed to pick it up yesterday on Friday, but the guy wasn't available. So we ended up picking up. I didn't want to bother him because honestly I didn't want to lose my chance at purchasing this table. It's the perfect length that I really needed. I really wanted it a little bit longer, but beggars can't be choosers, especially for the price that I got this for. A lot of people were asking $700, $800 plus for a used welding table. Why? Because of the metal and the thickness of the steel. But this is a 1/4 inch thick, so I know we're not gonna get too hot on it, and I know it's not gonna warp or anything like that. It may happen in the future, but we'll add some braces on the bottom, you know, as we start to expand and make sure that it doesn't warp on us. But I'm extremely happy we have it now. I pretty much just grinded it down and honestly threw a coat of paint on it. You know, I really didn't take off a lot of it. I just put some acetone on the top, cleaned off the rust, and also did a little bit on the sides. So that way it would just look, it would be painted black at least instead of all rusted out. As you can still see, there's still some spots right now. I'm still gonna be touching up and finishing off at the end. Either way, this is the back of it. This is gonna be going towards the back of the wall. So I'm gonna go ahead and move that table out of there and then just use that as a side bench or something, or even use that to the side so that I can put the welder inside of it and utilize the back as storage and stuff. But yeah, I'm at least happy we have that now, and that way we can at least start the fabrication process of the intercooler and get to practicing some more. And some of you guys have reached out and actually gave me a lot of love, especially on the welding, and I just really want to say thank you guys for all the support, and also let you guys know we're almost to the 1,000 subscriber mark, and without you guys, man, honestly this wouldn't be possible. I thank you guys once again for all the support and everything you guys have shown, and hopefully we can grow this channel into something more and continue more dope ass builds, as you know we're doing here, because I do really want to build some more cars, but this is just my last dream car that I really want. But hey, we never tell what the future holds, so let me go ahead and get back at that real quick, get it set up, and then we'll go ahead and try to pick up on the rest of the stuff that we got going on. All right guys, so pretty much table is put into this position that it's going to be in for now. This is the way we're going to leave it. I still got to get all this organized. I do need another roller cart to be able to put the MIG machine at least on. I have something in mind that I might end up building. I do have some other stuff, so I think I'm going to make my own, so that way I can put the MIG underneath the table in verse of the toolbox. But this is the way it's going to be for now. I'm still going to be organizing little by little as we get it, but right now it's getting late outside and I got to go with my wife to handle some stuff with the family. So what's up guys, welcome back. So pretty much as you guys seen in the last clip, a few days has gone by, and in that last clip you guys seen me pick up the new welding table. That is something that I really needed for my garage, because as you guys all know, I want to start learning. I want to be able to do this stuff on my own and fabricate stuff, you know, for other people, and possibly open up my own shop. But since that time, basically I've just been spending time with my family because it was New Year, and I really want to say Happy New Year to every one of you guys. And thank you guys for the support, and honestly we're almost to the 1,000 subscribers, and without you guys this wouldn't be possible. So hopefully you guys like this first video of the year, and hopefully we can make a ton more dope ones. But since that time, basically I've just been buying stuff. I did buy pretty much a welding cart because I needed it for my welder, so that way, you know, I can take it with me, or I can move it around in my garage, move it in and out, and pretty much just organizing the whole workbench. As you guys see now, I got a vise, I got another vise here, and so here what you guys are going to see now is pretty much us get started on the brake lines. I've already pretty much did them to my car, and these are the old ones, but a lot of them got pretty much tweaked out of, just got tweaked. And so what I'm going to end up doing now is pretty much redoing all of the brake lines. So I'm going to be removing all of them now and doing a little bit of like twisty loops and designs to it. You know, it's funny to say it that way, but I'm just going to give it a little bit of character, a little bit of design, and hopefully it'll make this engine bay pop a lot more. So what I'm going to do now is pretty much remove it. It's really late at night. It's really late at night, and I'm gonna just try to get started on these brake lines, because in honesty I got bored and I figured I'd pick up the camera and make some progress, because progress is better than no progress, as Dana says, and it's just nothing but facts. Always again, mad love to him for that, you know, saying, because it stuck with me for a long time. So pretty much let me go ahead and remove all of the brake lines, and then that way we'll start bending some of them. We're actually going to start straightening some of them up, and I'm going to show you guys the thing that a homie of mine, Danny, actually let me borrow, and it's from Eastwood. It's a it's a pipe straightener, and this works amazing. So let me go ahead and show you guys that real quick, and show you guys how we're going to be doing things. All right guys, so pretty much this is the way the roll came. I've already straightened out a little bit of it, but pretty much as you're doing it, you unroll it, and we'll be using this tool here. It's from Eastwood. A good friend of mine, Danny, he actually offered to let me borrow it, because he actually bought it for his project that he's doing, but he's not at work. He's doing the body and paint work to it right now, and he's taking his time on it. So he's seen that I was going to redo mine, and basically offered to let me borrow it and try it. So I think I'm going to end up buying it, because buying one of these, it's honestly something that comes in very clutch to be able to straighten out tubes, instead of having to buy a full-on 12 foot of, you know, tubing. So basically this is the way it was. This is how it was when he gave it to me, and basically now it is 100% straight. So I've already marked it here, so I'm going to cut it. But when it was in the roll, all I had to do was pretty much slide it through here, make sure all of them were going through it, come here, and then slide it through, go back and forth. That was all I was doing, and then it came out straight. There's no kinks, there's no bends to it, and this tool honestly comes in, it's actually amazing. So let me go ahead and cut it, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys another tool that he let me borrow. So pretty much now it is straight. I'm still going to try to put it through the machine so we can straighten it out a little bit more, because it does have a little bit of hiccup still, because right now when I was basically doing it this way. So pretty much I cut it to a little bit past 3 feet, and that is going to give me enough, and then we'll go ahead and cut off the excess once we make the bends and everything else. And I'm going to show you guys also the bender that I got. I'm pretty sure you guys seen it in the other video, but if you guys haven't, I'm going to show you guys once again. All right, so pretty much we're going to show you guys on another piece. I pretty much just did it real quick just to see if I can remember how it was done. So basically what it is that after I do cut it with the tube cutter, I'll go ahead and use a drill bit that's smaller than the hole, so that way it reopens it up. Then I'm going to go ahead and put the diameter number 1 up, number 1 3/16. I'm going to go ahead and clap it here. Make sure the hose is flush with the box here, and then I got to basically tighten it. So I'll make sure this is fully tight. See if the table doesn't move on me. And then I always put a little bit of grease lube on it. And then what's going to end up happening is that it's going to end up flaring it inwards. So I'll pull it to where I can't anymore. Let go. Go to op number 2, which is this one here. And what that's going to do now is that's going to flare it inwards. So you don't got to do anything else back there. Put a little bit of lube on it, and then do the same process all over again. So now that's the end of it. I'll show you guys what it looks like after. So pretty much what this is gonna looking like now is like this. It's kind of gonna look like a mushroom, and basically there should be no leaks, because when it enters the diaphragm of the proportioning valve, it has like a little nipple inside of it already that will sit inside, and this will squeeze it in and tighten it. So what I'm going to be using now to bend this is actually this nitrous tube bender. This is actually from Nitrous Express. It was recommended to me by a good friend of mine, Pinche Enrique, on Instagram, and it's a 3/16 tube bender. So this is the part number, and basically it's pretty cheap. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and say that it's the cheapest, but it's cheap for what it is. And this will give you a tight radius of a bend that you really need. So let me go ahead and get this started real quick and get one of the bends done, so that I can pretty much show you guys, just get started on it, because we are gonna have to pick up on it tomorrow again, and hopefully start off on it and be able to make a little bit of progress on it tomorrow, so we can get this video out to you guys. So let me go ahead and bend it up real quick, and then I'll get that to you guys. So pretty much I made the first bend with this, and all I ended up doing was pretty much, let me go ahead and show you guys real quick. So the way I did it was I locked it in here, and then this lets you lock it in, so this comes off and this comes on. So this locks it into place, and like I said, it's gonna give you guys a really tight bend, which is what I really wanted compared to the ugly ass bends that I used to have. This was the before bends. As you can tell, it is a big radius, and now look at the radius here. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is do a little bit of a design, see if I can get that done real quick, and then that way I can pretty much make a little twist on it and bring it down a little bit longer to see how the design is going to look. This is just like a trial and error right now, so I just want to show you guys a little bit of how to do it if you guys don't know how to do it. These lines actually take a 3/16, as I've stated, and that's what we are going to be running here, stainless steel. So let me go ahead and finish the rest of it, and I'll show you guys what the end product looks like after. So here is the new brake line. I know it's kind of hard to see it, but as you guys can see, pretty much it is honestly very crispy. The bends are very tight. It's me being picky, but I am gonna have to probably redo it because of the fact that I don't like that slanted bend right there. It came out a little bit too short, so I pulled it. And like I said, I'm still learning this, and at the end of the day, progress is better than no progress, and I'd rather gain that knowledge and learn something new, because I do want to offer this when I do fabrication for a lot of you guys, or for anybody that wants fabrication in the future from me, you know, because my garage is going to be open. That's what I want to open up, as a garage, and hopefully I can make that dream come true, because I want to be able to support my family and work for myself instead of anybody else. But again, huge shout out to Danny Darko on Instagram for letting me borrow his kit. And hopefully you guys tune into the next video so we can finish up that whole kit and get that whole brake system done, because I guarantee you guys won't want to miss that, because it's going to show you guys a night and day difference between the bends and everything else. But again, guys, with that being said, we're going to end the video here. Please like, subscribe, and honestly, let me know what's your guys' favorite feature of the car so far. A lot of you guys have commented on the wheels, the wing, the interior, and even just the fabrication on the engine. But let me know, guys, what is your guys' all-time favorite, and what do you guys look forward to coming up in these next couple of months? Because remember, I personally do have a deadline. I hope, and my fingers are crossed, that I do make it, and that is in March. So again, guys, let's cross our fingers, let's cross our T's, dot our, I's, and make sure we can make this deadline. So catch you guys on the next one. Till next time, guys.